Ready. You all please rise. Just recite the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This morning we'll go ahead and skip to the ambulance report as a courtesy, so in case you guys need to take off. So, Derek, if you'd like to talk about the ambulance meeting and where we're at and all that stuff.
Good meeting. We had the 911 coordinator here with us. No major issues to discuss. I want to point out the exceptional spreadsheet that was provided to us. Color. So anything you guys want to put out there, anything you'd like to add, I mean, certainly all ears. No?
Nothing? You guys are no fun.
As long as it's good news, yeah.
I just would kind of like, you provide us with 3 ambulances. So you have.
I just handed out.
Fully staffed 3 ambulances all the time.
Oh.
I just want to make a point that,
Yeah.
That's right.
we've only contracted 2, so they're going 1 ambulance above and beyond. I think that's,
Yeah, it's important to people to know.
to know that.
Yep, agreed, thank you.
I've heard nothing but good, so that's good.
Okay. So we'll resume normal order. Andy?
First thing I got was, I had John Tingley go look at that roof over the courthouse, and he actually, but he said it's expensive to do a job on a government building. You gotta pay prevailing wage, and so anyway, he looked at that one, at that one, he had some pictures, and I don't know if the pictures are, yeah, he actually, pass those around and look at the pictures if you want. I'll tell you how much it's gonna be, and there's
He's just doing the one, that one.
that's what he's gonna concentrate on right now. He said that the actual, it's a bituminous, like tarred roof on there now, and he put a rubber roof, one of these, probably the black one would be the best, Duralast. But he said he really thinks probably what has gone on there is that, and all these come up about 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches all the way around. But there's 2 gutters that come off the top roof and dump onto that roof. And he said, you know, he goes, I don't really see any areas that have, where it's broke, but all of these, you got 2 gutters plus that drain onto that, and it's like a really small, like 2-inch pipe that drains from that roof down below into a gutter. And he really thinks what's happening is, in some of the downpours that we've gotten, it actually like fills it up like a bathtub, and it's leaking out of some of the cracks in the wall. So he said what he proposes is get along and patch these cracks, put a new membrane up here, this rubber roofing up there.
So it'd be on the vertical and the horizontal, basically, you would just seal it up again.
Seal it up and it still comes up, and he wants to take those gutters and see if he can't divert them down and make it look architecturally nice, but actually get those 2 from dumping down onto that and come dump down onto the ground.
What about the pipe that drains that surface? Can he do anything?
You know, if you're not dumping that water from those two downspouts, you're actually dumping 2 sections of roof down onto that.
So it's carrying 3.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're trying, and these are, those are your 4-inch downspouts that are dumping, and if you get a big heavy rain, you're just flooding that. So if he diverts those off, he said, I think that little 2-inch will do fine as long as you're not dumping all that water on it from up top. So anyway, anybody can look at this, but to do one of them is $15,000. So,
And I assume
we've got 4, and I said, well, do you think that'll take care of the pipe? He goes, I think so. He goes, you probably get a better deal if you do 2 of them. He goes, I said, what would you do if it was your building? He goes, I think I'd do the one right now. and make sure that that works. And then if that works, we can consider doing the rest of it. So some of the others are gonna be a little more challenging because you got air conditioners. But you're gonna have to work around it and work under, although those are supported, they're up in the air, they're not down on the roof. But he
But
said,
you still have to hold them up in the air while you put the
you
roof
gotta
back
get up
under
under
them.
it, so,
Yeah.
And then worry about sealing all that.
right,
Because you do have to make cuts in order for that to work,
right.
or at least holes.
Well, yeah. Well, you kind of, I've put on a rubber roof and you kind of just roll it around. It gets, sometimes on an inside corner, it gets a little ugly in the corner. But you kind of roll it around and crease it and then seal it all around the top.
What's the board's opinion?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we need to get fixed, because not only is it leaking into people's workspaces, it's also
Right.
just degrading our structure overall.
And I'll,
If it happens again, now you got interior problems.
When can you do it?
He talked like he could do it pretty quick.
I think
It's
that's
gonna
his
require a
suggestion.
lift. They'll come in with a lift. And anytime you bring a piece of equipment in, you have to have an equipment watcher.
Will he sign an agreement to limit it to 15 or less?
I'm sure I can say, if you can guarantee that, we'll have you do that one.
Is everybody okay with that?
you know, we've got enough roof problems there. I really like the idea of, you know, if we can chunk it out a little bit here and there and find what works. Yeah, we gotta get started on
Is
it.
that downspout like something fancy? Is it like copper or?
No, it's just a galvanized metal downspout. So he'll come down, and these both drain kind of in the corners of it, so he goes, I'll make it look nice. He said, we'll kind of come down, so it's not, doesn't look like you stuck something on the side of the building.
Because there is nothing on that building that looks like that.
Andy, I think you're good to go on
Okay.
one.
All right, I'll
15
get hold
grand.
of John
Okay.
and tell him to take care of that.
Anything else?
The smart watt thing, Ori said it, you know, there are parts of it that we're gonna go with, I believe. And that being the case, he said, you wanna get the Ameren applications in. He says, if you decide for some reason there's something that you don't wanna do, he goes, you can always you can always opt out of a building. He said, but I wanna get the Ameren applications into them. And that way, you're in the list anyway, you're in the,
Did Janet get a hold of you?
I haven't talked to Jim, no.
She needs to talk to you.
Okay.
She asked me questions about where they were at, what she needed to do.
Okay.
And I said, I have been gone,
Okay.
quite frankly. And I think you need to talk to Andy
Okay.
about it so that we can get them.
Figure out where we are on that. Okay.
Because I think they want to.
Get going on it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and we need that piece of paper with our agreement.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I backpedal real quick
Mhm.
on this? I was just looking through the bid, and that 15,000 is for the roofing. It's not including the new downspouts. That's just written as a note without the price. And I doubt once they're up there, I can't imagine that's gonna add much to it, but something to clarify.
I guess when I was talking to him, I understood him to say that's what it would cost to do that one.
We
But
just need to
I'll
clear
verify
that.
that.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking, you
Yeah.
know, that's the roof, and he has the downspouts in the note, and like I said, once he has the lift up there, 2 more downspouts, you're not looking at a whole lot of work.
Right.
But
Well, this would, he did say it would be additional, didn't he? When he was talking to me, I assumed he, okay, I will verify that with him.
Thanks, John.
And you know, if we have to come up with a little bit more for the downspouts, I mean, we're in the neighborhood, but
Okay.
John, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Carl? You, Phil?
Nope.
How about you, Tank Man?
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody seen a tank sitting out there at the airport?
Food
I mean, based on timeline we were given, I'm not really expecting one quite yet, even if I'm optimistic and
I know.
think they're gonna follow their own timelines. So, you know, if it's sitting there by the 25th of September, I'll be tickled, so. My barrier, who I don't know, but I will be tickled.
Let's see. When is the aviation meeting where we're gonna talk about planning? That's next month.
Well, there's a window through the middle of October. I have to
If
schedule
you
that
would
yet.
let me know so I can go with you, I'd be happy to. If not, you know,
You're buying Freddy's.
that's right, we can't miss Freddy's. Smart one, let's see. Who is planning, or is anybody planning on going to the Ross Township meeting?
If I can go, I'd like to. I don't know if I can swing that yet. What time
It's
is
on
it?
Thursday, and I'm not sure the
It's on
time.
Thursday? I thought it was on Tuesday.
It's on
Thursday.
Thursday. Do you know what time it is?
I think 7, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Thursday at 7, I might be able to swing that.
Okay,
This Thursday?
yes.
Can't guarantee that I might not say something, but not sure.
I'm assuming about the ambulance district is the,
And I didn't know whether I would go. I ran into the chairman of the, or the supervisor of the township and never mentioned a thing about it. And he's usually not shy, but I didn't want to bring it up where we were. But I ran into him twice. He never mentioned it, so.
Who's
I don't
the
want-
supervisor?
That would be Rob Roman.
And is the Taylor, is he on the,
Yes.
like a board member, or trustee?
Yes. I'm not sure who all the trustees are out there. But at any rate, they're supposed to meet, and then I know that folks from the Northern Ambulance Service, you may know more, but I know the city council's gonna be there from Chrisman, or some of it.
Just one representative.
Yeah, so I don't, well, we'll just have to see what happens.
yeah, everything I know about the issues, what Gary told me Saturday, so.
You're getting around, huh? Oh, you mean in the newspaper?
In the newspaper,
All right.
yes.
Okay, let's see, I'm going down the list here. Budget, we're in the process of turning in documents to create a draft. We should have that to you, I can't promise, but should have some kind of a draft to you by the study session at the end of the month. That'll only give us about 30 days. I have done the projections based on current income, and the income is looking like 4.4 plus million. So, but that includes 500,000 for a borrowing. So you can see that'd be 3.9 million without the anticipation warrants. Working on that as quickly as we can. We won't have the, well, we may have the health department budget by then, because they're gonna look to approve it make their recommendations this week. Let's see. I guess that's it. Augie, do you have issues that you need to talk about?
Well, I don't know if they're issues, but our our census 2020
Right.
gentleman just notified us that he could not make it. There's a big meeting up in Chicago for that whole Midwest region, and so he would like to reschedule. I was just given the message, so I don't know when he wants to reschedule.
Not to interrupt, but I'm going to.
Please.
On that issue, my recommendation on that is that we not take up his offer on us controlling the census for the county. I don't think we should appoint anybody to do it, because if for some reason they should resign or something else, I think that we should leave it in his hands and go from there and decline. We've got a lot of other irons in the fire, and that would be just one more thing I don't think we need to do. I don't know, that's my feelings.
I agree.
I think it would be a conflict of interest for us to do it.
Well, Augie, we can make our feelings more formal, but if you would convey that so we're not misleading him. I think if we're pretty much agreement on that, although it's not even on the agenda anymore, is it?
No, it's not.
So if you would pass that on to him, or give him my phone number and I'll pass it along, or if he needs any clarifications, give him my phone number. Okay? Anything else, Augie?
Is that a loaded question?
No,
I'm sorry, yeah, I was out all of last week.
no, I'm not, I just don't
and I-
want to ignore you like I did the last meeting.
No, I appreciate
You know,
that.
what about August?
Wait a minute.
No, I don't have
All right.
anything. Thank you.
Okay, anything else to come before the board meeting at this point for open session? I would like to entertain a motion to go into closed session for personnel in pending litigation.
I'll make that motion.
Carl moves. Derek seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And no decisions will be made. Mr. Newspaperman, we'll take a couple of minutes in case Gary has any questions about
Thanks,
Okay, now we're back live.
anything else to come before the meeting. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, that would be Andy and Bud. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We're adjourned.
Okay.
Well,